They had been married for 4 years, but the wife only allowed her husband to hold hands and refused to have intercourse. In the end, she said that if her husband gave her 4,000 yuan every month, she might reluctantly consider having intercourse with him. But after the husband paid the money, when he just went to hug his wife, he was beaten black and blue by her.
的时候，他说只要给他4000块钱，他就跟他闹个。后来他就转了好几个月，后来他弄去想亲近他，打得他鼻花流水，流鼻血。
It wasn't until this year that the man realized something was wrong. He immediately called a mediator for help. He suspected that his wife married him just to scam him for the bride price. Because when they got married, the wife strongly refused to take wedding photos and even refused to register for a marriage certificate. And on the very day of their wedding, the wife proposed to live in separate rooms, without giving the man a single chance to get close to her. In the beginning, no one knows how the man convinced himself, but he remained unwaveringly in love with his wife. And during the following 4 years, he gave his all, but still couldn't even touch his wife. The most intimate act between them was just holding hands. Yet, even just holding her hand sometimes resulted in him being violently beaten by his wife. The 4 years they lived together were not much different from being strangers.
这几年没有碰过他，就是他没有跟他发生那种关系。
他不愿意还是？
就是他不愿意嘛。
总共在一起几年？
总共在一起4年，真正相处是从17年开始啊。17年到今年了。
However, what shocked the mediator was that the man said before they got married, they had been in a relationship for 2 years, and his wife didn't seem like someone who would scam a marriage. But can a 2-year relationship without even holding hands really be called love? The mediator couldn't listen anymore. He immediately dragged the man to his wife's parents' home to investigate. As soon as the man arrived, the woman's face turned cold. Throughout the process, she didn't even look at the man directly. Facing the mediator's question, the woman said she would never go back. After all, they had never registered a marriage certificate, so they could just break up directly. As for the money, she wouldn't return it, and neither would she give back the bride price. Upon hearing this, the mediator asked again, "Why didn't you want to get a marriage certificate back then?" The woman said it was because the weather was too cold.
就是打结，他婚纱照他也不愿意。
对啊，他就只有买。
就是因为那个时候，我跟他说了，我说天气冷，我不想拍结婚照，他死命那个，就是那个时候我不高兴，我就不想让你认，就跟我发脾气了我。就因为这个事情就几年都不领证，你们在一起应该有5、6年吧。差不多。
As for why they didn't have intercourse during the 4 years of marriage, the woman gave a shocking reason. The man's feet were too smelly.
我发现我听清楚了，你们的主要矛盾是你们俩在一起6年完全不睡一起吗？这也讲不过去吧？
睡一起的嘛，我晚上脚又抽整个房间，我闻到那个味道我就想吐，然后晚上打鼾，我一晚上我都睡不着觉。脚整个一个100多平的房间全部都是臭的，比那个猪圈都臭。
他们家里面吗？
他的脚。
The woman said she has very high standards when it comes to intercourse between husband and wife. If she were to sleep with this man, she would definitely suffer from insomnia. So for the sake of her own health, she had to live separately from him. The man said that was all just an excuse. He is a car mechanic, and he always takes a shower after work. His wife said his feet smelled and refused intimacy, but even after he soaked his feet, she still refused. Seeing this, the woman then claimed the problem was with the bed at home. She said it was uncomfortable to sleep on, which made her unwilling to be intimate. At this moment, the woman's older sister came out. Shockingly, instead of defending her sister, she actually encouraged the man to hit her.
跟你讲过没有？我除非跟我家妹妹，我说放下以前，拿出你男子汉的气概来。该说的、该骂的、该打的，你可以动手，只要你没做。我跟我老妈这么样，我不会服的，我妹妹。我讲的这句话没有？
我得给打他喽！
你不要跟我讲，你拿出来你男子汉气概了没有？2年没有来处理。
我得给打他了。
早3年的时间我就跟他讲过。
我得给打他了，那个不够啊！
的时候，
你打到下过来，你给人家打了就我别个的微信打了，我别个的。
把那个男子或者
不是
提下来，
他那个人又跟你把他的背过来，
这是你强势一点稍微，
对，你拿着男子喊你进来，你不要畏畏缩缩。
The older sister told the mediator that actually, as early as 3 years ago, they had already told the man the right way to get along with her. Her younger sister is the type who only responds to toughness, not kindness. As long as the man acted strong, all the problems could have been easily solved. However, the man was never able to toughen up. He had always treated himself like a simp in front of the woman, completely submitting to her and acting as if pleasing her was his only purpose. The older sister said that at this point, they had no solution anymore. Seeing this, the man argued back, saying the problem wasn't with him at all. It was that his wife never had the intention to live a proper married life. She got obsessed with those romantic TV dramas, and spent all day fantasizing about some domineering CEO falling in love with her out of nowhere.
这都是虚无缥缈的，并不现实。我说了，钱可以两个人可以共同去打，共同可以将来可以去打拼。
Seeing this, the woman stopped pretending. She said it wasn't that she didn't want to live a normal life. It was that the man's financial capability simply couldn't meet her needs. With only 5,000 to 6,000 yuan a month in income, how could she feel safe giving herself to such a man?
而且你明显是希望你是希望你应该是想要有点崇拜感的，你希望这个男人比你是要有能力的，他是要引领你的那种，你是需要一个这样的人。但很明显，他应该不是你理想中的状态，所以你每次对他的你也只有嘲讽跟打压，你也没有鼓励，也没有认可。你觉得你说的都是对的，他只能依着你的来，所以你这样子确实也会很累。你想找的是要整个格局啊、思想啊什么都在你之上的，能力啊什么都在你之上的人。但是你也要想一想，这样的男人他会看上你什么？你需要用哪一方面去吸引那样的男人？
Don't be fooled by how self-righteous the woman sounded, because in reality, she didn't even have a job. And she was extremely messy and refused to do any housework. Her room was filthy, chaotic and disgusting. Here were the dishes and utensils she used to eat. She never washed them. Every time after eating, she just tossed them aside, not even bothering to bring them to the kitchen for someone else to clean. Even when the bowls turned black and moldy, she still wouldn't clean them. At that moment, the mediator found the man's father working in the backyard field. He had long since become disappointed in his useless son. Then, the mediator brought the man to the woman's parents' home. Upon seeing this, the woman said that a mere 100,000 yuan or so in bride price wasn't worth returning at all. At this point, the man completely lost his patience and asked the woman one last time, "Can you live a proper life with me or not?" The woman rejected him on the spot. Because the living expenses the man gave her were way too little, and that made her furious. She believed she wasn't even being treated as well as a cleaning lady.
每个只给我800块啊，他说他的全部了，他没能力了呀。你就像一个扫地的阿姨，一个月也2000块钱，合适吧？跟哪个女的阿姨、扫地的阿姨都当不了，说约这样的男人干什么？
你800块钱也知道不能过日子，你为什么那个时候不能去打工，拿这800块钱做一个家庭补贴呢？
In the end, the man decided to break up. He just asked her to return the bride price. He would even settle for getting 50,000 yuan back. But the woman firmly refused. The two sides argued. The man, too angry to stay, pulled his mother and left. Neither side truly reflected on their own faults. They each blamed the other for everything. Finally, the man decided to use legal means to protect his rights.
In the end, this relationship couldn't even be called a marriage. It wasn't even a partnership. It was a total disaster. The man gave and gave, only to receive coldness, humiliation, and punches in return. The woman schemed and calculated, never taking the so-called family seriously. For years, no hugs, no intimacy, no trust. They were just like two roommates who didn't disturb each other, yet still had to act like husband and wife. What's even more ironic is that this marriage didn't even have a legal marriage certificate from the start. Some say she was materialistic, greedy, and ungrateful. Others say he was weak, a bootlicker, and brought it all on himself. But in my eyes, it's not about who's right or wrong. It's about this brutal truth. When love becomes a transaction of conditions. When marriage becomes psychological and financial blackmail. What is left of feelings at all? She demanded 4,000 yuan to agree to intimacy. He paid and still got beaten. She said he was worth less than a cleaning lady. Yet she herself didn't work, didn't do dishes, and lived in a room messier than a pigsty. Behind all this absurdity, there lies one even more painful truth. In a marriage where even basic respect can't be exchanged, no matter who leaves first, it's a kind of freedom. Do you think this woman should return the bride price? Do you think this man deserved it? Or do you feel sympathy for him? Leave your comment below. I'd really love to hear what you think. If you like this video, please like and subscribe to our channel for more content like this. See you in the next video.